What if I told you that the PC market is about to witness a major shakeup? Yes, you heard it right. There's a seismic shift brewing on the horizon, and it involves some of the biggest names in the tech industry: Nvidia, AMD, and of course, Microsoft. Here's the scoop. Nvidia and AMD are reportedly working on ARM-based CPUs for PCs. Now, if you're wondering why that's a big deal, let me break it down for you. ARM-based chips are not only more energy efficient, but also offer a higher level of performance than traditional chips. This move is a part of Microsoft's grand strategy to help chip companies build ARM-based processors for Windows PCs, shaking up Apple's current dominance in the market. But it's not just about performance and efficiency, my tech-savvy friends. This development is also about the potential to incorporate advanced AI features into these CPUs, ushering in a new era of smart and responsive computing. However, it's not all smooth sailing. The transition to ARM-based designs could pose significant challenges, given that most software developers have written code for the x86 computing architecture used by Intel and AMD. So brace yourself for a new era in the PC market. You might be wondering, what's the big deal about ARM-based CPUs? Well, let me enlighten you. ARM-based CPUs are a breed of processors that are designed with efficiency and power consumption in mind. They are the brains behind most of the world's smartphones and tablets, and now they're making a grand entrance into the PC market. Nvidia and AMD, two titans of the tech world, have both announced plans to adopt ARM technology in their future products, and this is a big deal. Why? You see, ARM's architectural design offers a unique combination of performance and power efficiency that could drastically reshape the PC landscape. High-performance computing doesn't always have to mean high energy consumption anymore. With ARM-based CPUs, we can look forward to a future where our PCs are not only more powerful but also more energy efficient. But this transition isn't just about power efficiency. Microsoft, in their bid to diversify the PC chip market, has been encouraging chipmakers to incorporate advanced AI features into these ARM-based CPUs. This means we could soon have personal computers that are not just faster and more efficient, but also smarter. Imagine your computer learning from your habits and optimizing its performance to suit your needs. Now that's a game changer. Now, Nvidia and AMD jumping onto the ARM bandwagon does come with its own set of challenges. For one, the majority of PC software is currently written for the x86 architecture used by Intel and AMD. This means software developers will have to rework their code to run efficiently on ARM-based systems. But given the potential performance gains, it's a challenge that many developers are likely to embrace. Additionally, Nvidia's move into the CPU business isn't about competing with Intel and AMD for CPU sockets. Rather, it's about creating a more integrated system. With their Grace-based supercomputer, Nvidia is demonstrating that it's possible to build a high-performance, energy-efficient system without relying on traditional CPUs. So, ARM-based CPUs could potentially revolutionize the PC industry. But what does this mean for other players in the market? Now, with all this talk of Nvidia and AMD embracing ARM-based CPUs, you might be thinking, what about Qualcomm and Intel? Well, let's dive into that. In the short term, Qualcomm, a company that has enjoyed a relatively comfortable position in the ARM-based CPU market, could face some serious competition. Nvidia and AMD entering the market could mean Qualcomm's share of the pie gets a bit smaller. And we all know, nobody likes to share their pie. But what about Intel, the reigning champion of the PC world? Well, they might not feel the heat right away. After all, they've been the undisputed kings of the PC CPU market for decades. But here's the thing about being on top. The only way is down. If ARM-based CPUs really take off, Intel could find themselves in a tough spot. They've spent years perfecting their x86 architecture, and switching to ARM would be like learning a whole new language. And then there's the AI factor. Microsoft is urging chipmakers to incorporate advanced AI features into their CPUs. Intel has been doing this, but Nvidia and AMD, they're not just incorporating AI, they are leading the charge. So, while Nvidia and AMD are gearing up for a new era of ARM-based CPUs, Qualcomm and Intel might be left in the dust. Alright, let's wrap this up in a nutshell, or should I say, in a CPU casing. So, we've been on an adventurous tech safari today, haven't we? We've witnessed the great migration of Nvidia and AMD gallantly galloping towards the lush pastures of ARM-based CPUs. It's like watching elephants on roller skates, isn't it? And then there's Microsoft, the park ranger, opening up the gates for our tech elephants to roam freely in the land of ARM laptop CPUs. It's like a buffet, but instead of all-you-can-eat shrimp, it's all-you-can-build CPUs. But not everyone's invited to this party. Oh no, Qualcomm's been left out in the cold, probably huddling for warmth with Intel. It's a bit like when you throw a party and don't invite the neighbors because they always bring that weird bean dip. But hey, it's all part of the circle of tech life. One minute you're the king of the jungle, the next you're trying to figure out how to build a fire with 2 sticks and a battery. So as we journey into this new era of ARM-based CPUs, remember to keep your PCs close and your CPUs closer. Because, who knows? Your next PC could have a brain that's armed and ready for the future.